got the whole world. He's got the whole world in his hand. No matter what you're going through, see, my God is there for me and you. He will always carry us through the trials and tribulations. Don't give up, don't cry, wipe those tears from your eyes. Yeah, we're in this together. This won't last forever. If God could calm the stormy sea, He won't forget you and me. We're in this together. We're in this together. He's got the whole world. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world. He's got the whole world. He's got the whole world in his hands. Now missions was a frustration. You know that we're Christians. There's a smile on your face. We got God's grace, and we will never lose His protection. He'll always carry us through the trials and tribulations. Don't
Give up and don't you cry. Wipe those tears from your eyes. Yeah, we're in this together. This won't last forever.
If God can calm the stormy seas, He won't forget you and me.
We're in this together.
We're in this together. We're in this together.
USC, so
Don't give up, don't cry, wipe those tears from your eyes. Yeah, we're in this together. This won't last forever. If God could calm the stormy sea, He won't forget you and me. We're in this together. Don't cry, wipe those tears from your eyes.
we're in this together.
This won't last forever. If God could calm the stormy sea, He won't forget you and me. We're in this together. We're in this together. Antigua, Grenada, Saint Lucia, Barbados, Trinidad, Guyana, Dominica, Saint Martin,
Jamaica.
Saint Vincent, Africa. Don't give up, don't cry, wipe those tears from your eyes. Yeah, we're in this together. This won't last forever. If God could calm the stormy seas, He won't forget you and me. We're in this together. We're in this together. He's got the whole world. He's got the whole world. He's got the whole world in his hand. He's got the whole world. He's got the whole world. He's got the whole world in his hand. No matter what you're going through, see, my God is there for me and you. He will always carry us through the trials and tribulations. Don't give up, don't cry, wipe those tears from your eyes. Yeah, we're in this together. This won't last forever. If God could calm the stormy sea, He won't forget you and me. We're in this together. We're in this together.
He's got the whole world.
He's got the whole world in his hands.
He's got the whole world. He's got the whole world.
He's got the whole world in his hands. Now nations was a frustration. You know that we're Christians. With a smile on your face, we got God's grace, and we will never lose His protection.
He'll always carry us through
The trials and tribulations. Don't
Give up and don't you cry. Wipe those tears from your eyes. Yeah, we're in this together. This won't last forever.
If God can calm the stormy seas, He won't forget you and me.
We're in this together.
We're in this together. We're in this together.
USC, so
Don't give up, don't cry, wipe those tears from your eyes. Yeah, we're in this together. This won't last forever. If God could calm the stormy sea, He won't forget you and me. We're in this together. Don't cry, wipe those tears from your eyes. We're in this together. This won't last forever. If God could calm the stormy sea, He won't forget you and me. We're in this together. We're in this together. Antigua, Grenada, Saint Lucia, Barbados, Trinidad, Guyana, Dominica, Saint Martin,
Jamaica.
Saint Vincent, Africa.
Don't give up, don't cry. Wipe those tears from your eyes. Yeah, we're in this together. This won't last forever. If God could calm the stormy seas, He won't forget you and me. We're in this together. We're in this together.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our first Virtual Open Day. Let me also take the opportunity to welcome you to University of the Southern Caribbean. My name is Jason DeLong Brown, a proud, did I say proud? A proud past student of this illustrious university. And because I enjoyed it so much as a student, I've decided to stay a little longer. So I work currently with the University of the Southern Caribbean as the Director of University Services. This is a beautiful, life-transforming. To those persons in their learning process at USC, I also say welcome. Hear what? USC is just the place to be. I mean, that actually sounds good, and I didn't even plan that. USC is actually the place to be. I can tell you a little about USC that I totally enjoy. Talk about culture. USC is a potpourri of culture. You have persons from many different walks of life. First, I must say, we have representatives from St. Kitts. Of course, that's where I am from. Beautiful, tranquil St. Kitts. And we have from so many other Caribbean islands, all those persons that are in connection, close connection with St. Kitts, Antigua, Anguilla. And we can go across the entire Caribbean, St. Lucia, St. Vincent. We can also go to St. Martin. We can also go to the European territories. We can go right there, even to the African territories. Talk about USC. Apparently, USC is every single where. So I would want to believe that after you would have heard that each and every one of you will be so much interested in joining this university. Come and be a part of this life-transforming environment where characters are developed, professional directions are given, and trust me, you will be unbeatable. And I'll tell you why. USC is not just an ordinary university that teaches academics. USC also ensures that faith and learning merge together so that when you are finished, while you might hold high your bachelor's degree, your education degree, your social sciences degree, whether it is psychology, whatever it is, you will be able to hold higher a degree that says character, that says lifestyle transformation process has taken place. A degree that says, I am now better to take on the challenges that this world currently offers. That happens at USC. So welcome one, welcome all. Now, my role today is to host what I consider to be the foundation, what I consider to be the platform, the strength of USC, the school that we call STAR, School of Theology and Religion. You know, a lot of persons would have asked me, Jason, did you study theology? And that's the thing, I didn't. I have never yet once sat in an official theology class, but every class that you enter at USC, there is a piece of theology that is given to you through what we call faith and learning. Also, at USC, even without going to the classes, you are encouraged to live a different lifestyle, to do things differently because the environment calls for that. And I strongly believe that our strength, the School of Theology, I believe that is where basically the school is upheld. The power that we receive through prayers, the powers that we receive through knocking on doors, random knocking on doors, just to check to see if students are okay, and to bring their needs before God, that is indeed a wonderful foundation. So welcome to this second segment where we will show you what the School of Theology has to offer. At this time, I'm going to go straight into a presentation from the School of Theology. And I want to remind each person who is viewing online, ensure that you have your questions down packed, because we want to answer all the questions that you possibly might have at the end of the day. We want to ensure that you receive the best guidance. We want to ensure that you receive the best information, so that when you sign up that registration form, you will be signing in confidence, knowing that when you enter the walls or the doors of USC, you are entering an opportunity where your lives will be transformed for the better. Let us go straight into our presentation.
Welcome to the School of Theology and Religion at the University of the Southern Caribbean.
Christian education is unique in that special revelation. The Bible undergirds all other studies.
At this time, let us meet the Dean.
Christian greetings from the Star to the saints of God. The Star is the smallest, yet it is the signature school of the university. There are about 100 students who are taught by 7 full-time faculty members along with several contract teachers. The main goal of the Star is to develop gospel ministers and theologians with the spiritual, professional, and academic skills necessary to carry out ministerial duties in a Caribbean context. Our mission is primarily to provide theological education, experience, and praxis for persons who desire to enter the gospel ministry for the Seventh-day Adventist Church within the Caribbean Union Conference territories. Additionally, the Star provides the academic foundation for those desirous of pursuing studies in graduate and theological education. You'll be pleased to know that we also offer an annual summer master's program in pastoral theology, and from 2021 we shall be offering a Doctor of Ministry program. Stay tuned to find out more about our programs. God bless you.
Programs offered: the Bachelor of Arts in Theology, Pastoral, Youth, or Mission emphasis.
Or you can complete a Bachelor of Arts in Religion, minors in religion, biblical languages, or even health.
Additionally, there is the annual Summer Master's Program in Pastoral Theology.
And guess what? From 2021, there will be a Doctor of Ministry program. Get on board.
Upon completion of your course of study in the theology department, you can become a minister of religion, a Bible worker, a chaplain, a religious education teacher, and even a missionary.
You may be wondering how classes will be done this semester: Zoom and online.
So what is required for you to become registered as a student? 5 O-level passes including English language.
3 O-level GCE CXC passes including English language and the successful completion of the USC Pre-University Certificate.
You may also submit a transcript or diploma from an approved accredited tertiary institution.
And for provisional application, the requirements are 3 O-level GCE or CXC passes including English language.
If you do not have one of the required CSEC subjects, classes are available so that you can be registered as a regular student.
Now, a word from our students about their experiences here at USC.
Hi, my name is Camilla Roberts-Stanis. I'm a mother of 6 children and a grandmother of 2 lovely grandchildren. When my 4th child began secondary school, I decided to write CXC. After that, I decided to follow God's calling for my life and pursue a degree in theology. Life has its challenges. Some of it were financial, others were family and health challenges. But despite it all, God had seen me through to the end. There were days when my gas was on E, but God took me to USC and back. Praise God, He did it for me, He can do it for you.
My name is Alfonso Velosa Harvey. I am from the Latin country of Colombia. I am pursuing a bachelor's degree in theology with emphasis in mission. This is my 3rd year, and since I have been here in USC, God has taught me that whenever time we obey to His call and we put Him in first place, He will always provide for all our needs in every area of our life. So if God is calling you to become a minister, a preacher of the gospel here at USC, never doubt to come, because if it's His will, He will pay the bill.
I'm Diane Gomes, and I'm from the island of Antigua. My journey at the University of the Southern Caribbean has been one of absolute joy. God has really worked. Through the years, I've seen Him just taken me under His arms, and God has just transformed my life. He has used my lecturers to guide me. They have prayed with me. Oh, they have really been understanding. And I just love that community because join the star.
Hey, I am Daniel Amatairan. I'm from the nice country, Suriname. I want to thank God for His mercy, for His grace, and for His blessings that He has given me every day. I know I had some challenges here on this campus. You know, you all know, my English is not my first language, but God did a lot of miracles that I could get through. I want to thank God for His inspiring spirit, the Holy Spirit, that is continue pushing me to go forward. So this school year was a very blessed school year. I'm looking forward for my second year.
Hi, my name is Roxanne Moses and I am from Guyana, and I'm elated to share with you how God has brought me through. He has indeed been with me in every step of the way, providing my every need, whether it was financially, emotionally, spiritually, and even academically. And though some of the courses were quite challenging, whenever I prayed to God for wisdom and understanding, He answered my prayers, and I would have been able to attain a wide scope of knowledge. Because of prayer and fasting and being intentionally pursuant of Christ and His purpose for my life, He brought me through this journey successfully and faithfully.
Activities of the School of Theology and Religion.
The clock is ticking on your application.
So what are you waiting for? Apply today.
The good news is that the deadline is the 30th of September.
And for more information,
Please contact Dr. Faziduddin Hussain at bishopfaz@usc.edu.tt.
you can contact the administrative assistant, Miss Blake, at blake@usc.edu.tt.
Or make it even simpler, just apply at the link below. See you all soon.
Ticking, my friends, the clock is ticking, and so as the clock keeps ticking, I'm encouraging you to get on board. Ensure you download that registration form, you get it signed up, and you send it directly to the school. Get and be a part of this experience. It's a wonderful school, the School of Theology and Religion, hence the school that we call the Star. Beautiful school. I believe, honestly, if I was probably younger, I probably would have done a degree in theology. If I was younger. So guess what? Those of you out there who have that young age that I do not have, and you are passionate about studying about the love of Christ and getting to know much more about Christ, the Savior, I'm encouraging you to do it for me. Do it for me. You have the age. Just do it for me. And trust me, I will tell you that this is one degree that has promised faith. It has promised an increased peace and hope in the Maker and our King. So I'm encouraging you, take the opportunity and register and enroll. And also throughout the video you would have seen the snippet of what I was talking about in my introductory remarks, the potpourri of cultures. You saw persons from different places. You saw a young man from Suriname who didn't know much English, but he came nonetheless. For those of you who might say that I am not versed in English, sign up the form and come along. You saw persons from Guyana, a female. There are some ladies who are passionate about studying theology, and you might feel as though theology is not for women. I'm telling you, sign up and come along. We have representatives from many different angles, whether male, female, young, old, from around the world. Sign up and be a part of the School of Theology and Religion that we rightly call the Star, the thing that shines and show you that light where you can walk freely, the Star. At this time, we'll take a short little jump to two students from the School of Theology and Religion, Jamal Pompey from Guyana and Floyd Bailey from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And they will have a short interaction with you.
Hi, my name is Jamal Providence. I am from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I'm a graduate of the University of the Southern Caribbean with a Bachelor's of Arts in Theology with an emphasis in youth ministry. My time at university was a very memorable one. I was involved in so many activities. I served 2 times as ASB President, second runner-up in the ISW Challenge. I worked in several departments around campus, and I even got the opportunity of running my own small business. That's just a few of the great opportunities you can get here at USC. But there will be challenges. You will feel like you're giving up. You will miss your family. There might be financial challenges. You might not get enough food. But there will be sleepless nights. There will be times that you just feel like not going to class. Friends, I want to let you know amidst all of those challenges, I had them and I made it. And if I can make it, you can make it too. I want to remind you that the Bible says in Philippians 4:13 that I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength, which means that the challenges that you face are small compared to the big God that we serve. You will be faced with challenges, But I want to encourage you today, just ride out your storm. Prioritize your work, stay focused, stay connected to God, and with God, you can make it. So why not come, take up the challenge, and enroll at the University of the Southern Caribbean.
Good day to each and every one of you. Thank you for being here with us. Welcome to our Open Day session. My name is Jamal Pompkin, as was previously said. There's alongside me is Brother Floyd Bailey. So here's what we're going to do. This afternoon, we're going to do a quick icebreaker session, and I would like for you to be free, relax, and share. Type as fast as you can. And here's the thing. We need to see who's the fastest typer online with us today. So here's our first question. Which of you would thinks that you have the most, I should say, beautiful of names? So feel free to share with us your name as we go along. Feel free, let's see it. But avoid, feel free to examine the chat. Give me 2 names at least.
Yeah.
Welcome them.
Just awaiting our lovely viewers. Kindly just type in the chat your answers. Okay, so Jama, you can go on to our next question as our viewers type.
All right, lovely. So here's our first question. It's very simple. If you need help, go get your neighbor, your brother, your sister, your mommy, your father. If you have work, call your colleague and see if they can assist you with this particular question. Here's the question. When a new student enters university, what are they in as? Are they in as a junior, a freshman, a sophomore, or a senior? Quickly, freshman, junior, senior, or a sophomore? If you know the answer to that, let's get it. Quickly. Let's go. And I have another interesting one for you guys. And this one is kind of like a riddle, right? So here's how it goes. I need you to pay attention. Okay? We're here, and I hope that you guys are familiar with your Bible. So we're gonna have some Bible questions, right? Let's go. Here's the question. How many animals did Moses take into the ark? Quickly, let's get the answers. How many animals did Moses take into the ark? Let's see those responses, Floyd. Get the responses quickly for me. How many animals did Moses take into the ark? Some folks are probably still thinking about that one. That's a giveaway, man. That's a giveaway. How many animals? How many animals?
All right, so the answers are coming in, Jamal. The answers are coming in. So for the first question,
lovely,
we have Angel Wilson who is replying there. And he is correct. Freshman. Freshman is the answer. What did he say? Yeah.
Freshman, lovely. A freshman is correct. Let's get the responses on how many animals did Moses take into the ark. Let's get it.
Once again, Adriel is wondering. He has his eyes wide open. Moses?
Moses, lovely.
He caught on to you, Edramon. He caught on to you.
Good. Let me give you the answer to that. So Moses did not take any animals into the ark. He took probably the Ark of the Covenant, but he didn't take any animals into the ark. It was Noah, right? And so for our 2 final questions quickly, I mean, we're going short, right? Here's this next question. How many, are you ready? How many times Did you get it?
Yes. Okay. How many?
Are the responses coming in?
Right, so our question. Can you repeat the question, Pompey?
All right. Okay, here's this one. Here's this question. Jesus Christ was born in where? Jesus Christ was born where? Where was Jesus Christ born? A, was he born in Bethlehem? B, was he born in Nazareth? Was he born in C, Samaria? Or D, Jerusalem? Where was Jesus born? Quickly, let's get some responses. And as we get those answers in, here's our final question. Final one.
Yes.
Quickly.
Answer Justin Pompey. D.D. Francis chose A, Bethlehem.
Bethlehem is correct. Correct.
Yes,
Lovely.
yes.
Good job, guys. I see we have some folks that know their Bibles and probably some prospective theology students. And so our final question, here's this one. Here's it. If 2 is a couple and 3 is a crowd, then what are 4 and 5? I'll leave you guys with that one. If 2 is a couple and 3 is a crowd, then what are 4 and 5? Let's get it.
I love that one. I love that one. Let's see the answers for this one. Our viewers, they're still thinking to the answer for that one, Jamal.
They're thinking about that one? Come on, that's a giveaway. That's a giveaway.
D.D. Francis says, numbers? He's wondering.
Okay, but since we press for time, I'll give you the answer, guys. I'll give you that answer. The answer, if 2 is a couple, 3 is a crowd, what are 4 and 5? The answer is 9. I'd like to thank you for being with us today. We hope that this little icebreaker would have tickled your brains a little bit, and off to the remainder of our program for today. So thank you again for being with us.
Yeah. Blessings.
Wow, that was a very interesting icebreaker. You know, I was thinking about that last answer, you know, and I just decided that the answer had to be numbers. 4 and 5, they are numbers. You understand? But I guess a lot of persons got caught. And you know, that's the good thing about icebreakers, you know. It takes you away from, you know, being so logical and just relax and try to come up with an answer that, you know, could be jovial so that others can laugh and what's that. Excellent, students, excellent. Now at this time, you know, as I said, at this time we have those who are online. This is the time you can ask your questions, whatever question you might ask pertaining to the School of Theology. Those who are interested in being a part of the school, those who are still thinking about being a part of the school, those who want to encourage others to be a part of the school, you know, those who would have dreamt of being a part of the school. This is the time you can ask those questions. We have persons online who are geared up and ready to answer any question at all that you might have to ask pertaining to the School of Theology. Let me just do a quick introduction. We have with us the Dean of the school. And I think everybody around the world knows this man. The Dean of the school. I haven't met anybody at all who haven't been in his presence either one time or the other. I mean, every time I meet someone, I ask them, do you know this young man? Yes, he taught me. Yes, he taught me. So I believe that he had been a teacher for almost all the days of his life. We have the Dean of the school, Dr. Faslin Hussain. And let me tell you all something. This man has a different type of energy. He has a different type of energy. He also has a signature at every graduation just to introduce the young men and the young ladies who walk the stage with their bachelor's degree in theology. That is like the highlight of graduation. Dr. Faz, welcome, and I know you will be here to answer those questions. Then we also have another young man who is known as the one who has demonstrated servant leadership at a level I have never seen in my entire life. This young man opened his home to every single body here in Trinidad, and by chance, if he can do it virtually, you're also welcome to his home. Pastor Cyril Marshall, a man who has a heart like Christ, and he loves people tremendously. Can you imagine sitting in a classroom with a lecturer who has that type of love for human beings? Can you imagine? Your difficulties will be seen as relaxation. Because once you go, and trust me, he has a way of transforming that difficulty to solutions just by having a gentle conversation. Pastor Daisley Harrow. I remember the time I asked Pastor Harrow to do a small presentation for me, and she looked at her calendar and she said, well, Drayson, you have to get back to me in July, and I think I asked her in January. So you can imagine the amount of persons enjoy the presence of Pastor Harrow. And again, if that is on a social level, imagine what is happening at the intellectual level. Pastor Harrow knows only how to be Pastor Harrow. She knows how to speak to you heart to heart, and also to assist you with whatever challenges, whatever difficulties that you might be experiencing while enrolling or while being a student at USC. So these are the persons who are here with us today, and they're here to answer any question that you might have, any question at all pertaining to the School of Theology. You can post your questions. Those who are on YouTube, you can go right ahead. You can post your questions there. Those who are viewing from Facebook, you can go right ahead and you can post your question there. So while I am waiting on those questions, I am going to give the Dean, Pastor Fazlin Hussain, the opportunity to greet you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Drayson Brown. I would like to tell those in virtual land and my colleagues who are on set right now that I'm about to go into a deep season of prayer and fasting for Mr. Brown, because he sounds like a seasoned faculty member of the STAR. I can even venture to say that he is even most qualified at this point by virtue of his promotions that he can even be the Dean of the STAR. And so we thank you for your contribution. We thank you for your energy and the way you have really promoted the School of Theology and Religion. And to those out in virtual land today, it's such a delight to greet you from that beautiful hilltop office on the very picturesque site from where the office is located on the campus at the university, the School of Theology and Religion. Our school is considered the signature school of the university. Though the smallest in size, it has great power, the great power of the Holy Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, who guides and supports this department. This department has 7 full-time professors. We have Pastor Marshall, who is just about getting his PhD in church history, is the professor of church history. And then we also have Pastor Keslin Daisley, who is also on a track towards a PhD in biblical studies. And she teaches Greek, Christian witnessing, and other religious classes. We also have Dr. Andy Manzano, and he is the professor of preaching at the university. He just got his doctorate from Garrett University in the United States. We also have Pastor Frank McPherson, also our religious teacher, a teacher of religion classes. We have Pastor Chanchal Gayan, who is the professor of missions. So we have a nice cadre of professors. We also have Old Testament professor Dr. Patrick Anani, all the way from Gabon, Africa. And Dr. Guyan is from India, and he is the specialist for Old Testament classes. So we have a nice battery of professionals in the area of religion and theology, and we are a fine team. We have that spirit of camaraderie, and we are here to serve you. We are here to make a difference in the lives of young men and women who will accept the call into ministry. So talk to us. We have questions we have answers to your questions that you may have today. So at this time, I would leave the air open at this time for any questions you may have out there in virtual land. And
excellent.
We'll decide who will answer those questions.
Excellent. Now I have in front of me, I think this one will be directed to Pastor Keslin Daisy Harrow. I have in front of me, someone is asking, can you kindly share some of the extracurricular activities of the school?
All right. Hi, everyone. Nice to greet you and be with you. And it's good that someone will ask about extracurricular activities. Generally, people think that when we speak about theology, all we're doing is praying, but not at all, not in this department, because we are probably one of the most active schools in the University of the Southern Caribbean. So let's talk about some of those activities. Well, among ourselves, every week or sometimes bi-weekly, we would have chapel sessions where we would empower our students. And yes, we do bring in people to help with the professional sides and to help with different character building aspects of ministry. And yes, that is where we get together. Sometimes we have a good old laugh, sometimes we worship, we pray, but that is a pivotal part of what we do, all right? And truthfully, now that COVID has brought this virtual land on us, we've missed being together. Theology students and the faculty and the staff, we have actually missed being together, laughing, talking. And so yes, I'm putting another pin here. When you join our classes, I guarantee you at the end of every class, you will have a group of conversation that you cannot leave. All right, so we have that. We also have a few activities that we engage in during the school year. We have a ministerial weekend where we spend time Friday night, Saturday, or Sabbath, and Sunday, some aspects of Sunday, doing something together. We have Mahekran Chair of Preaching, excellent preaching, and this forms a highlight usually within the January semester, the second semester. And we have our students come, students who have excelled at preaching, and we take in a good word Friday and Saturday. We also have the Harold Batiste Lectureship, and that's an opportunity actually for students to have scholarships. But within this Harold Batiste Lectureship, we do have where we sit and we listen to really, really pertinent subjects pertaining to theology and events that are happening that would impact theology and spiritual living in our world. So we have that happening. As I spoke about our social activities and us liking to be together, we have a retreat where we spend a weekend with each other. And trust me, even though we are having a lot of spiritual activities and character building type activities, there is a cricket that goes down on a Friday that without it, retreat would never be the same. And then when Sabbath passes or Saturday passes, cricket resumes on Sunday. And I promise you, the one thing that we can't peel ourselves away from would be the Sunday cricket. Apart from that, we have other activities that we do engage in then. And so we have a nice mix of spiritual growth and physical entertainment that happens at our retreat. At our retreat, there is a signature event that we have that is important for us and our students, and that would be the ordination of our eldership. Now, for those of you who would come to our school, you will learn more about that. But if you're not an elder where you are, one of the things you don't have to worry about would be that. There would be a lot of training, a lot that would help you to become the elder that you should be so that you can be the leader that God called you to be. So you'll hear more about that as you join with us. Now, Do we participate in sports? You saw it in the video. Yes, we do. And you know something? The last time we had USC Olympiad, we came in second. Now I could tell you why, but you just need to be there at the next one when we come in first. We participate in sports and we engage in all of the activities of the school. Sometimes there is cricket, sometimes there is football, and we engage in that. We do our best, but I tell you what, theology brings the flavor. All of those activities would not be fun if theology was not present. And I'm saying that very boldly because we do a good job at what we do. Are there other activities? Yes, there are. We have our students go out to various churches from second year and third year, and they spend time being groomed by various pastors so that they can become who God really wants them to become. And in turn, when you come, you will have that experience as well, so that you can see the ins and the outs of ministry and learn how best to take care of God's flock. Are there other activities? Of course, there is always time for us to consider the way that we take care of our students through our symposium. Symposiums doesn't always come around, but when it does, it's big. When it does, it is great. And when we have our symposium, we bring various topics that are always pressing in the theological realm. And we bring in the various experts who would spend the time making sure that we understand and take a side. You must come out with an opinion from our symposium. And yes, you are left with material that helps you along your journey to becoming a minister, to becoming a chaplain, to becoming a teacher, to becoming a pastor, whatever God has for you. In the School of Theology, our activities prepares you just for that. Thank you for coming and for considering. Looking up to seeing you then.
Excellent. I think that was very, very clear. I just got excited. I really should have been a part of that school. And I was very shocked as well when, theology placed second in the Olympiad, because it's a small school, but that tells you that small but powerful. Okay, small but powerful. I have a very interesting question here I need to ask. I'm not sure which one of you will answer this one. But the question is, can non-SDA believers enroll in the school, or is it a school specifically designed for Seventh-day Adventists? And I find that's a very interesting question. You can go right ahead.
For sure. The School of Theology and Religion is open for anyone who would like to be part of this school. In fact, we have had several students who have come from various religious persuasions joining our student body in the STAR. Just last year, we had 2 Anglicans. In fact, a friend of mine had graduated with a bachelor's degree in theology and is now an Anglican priest. We have Presbyterians, Pentecostals. So it's open for anyone who would like to join the School of Theology and Religion to study theology. Of course, there are certain basic requirements before entering, recommendations. If we follow the process, everyone has equal opportunity to join in our school. And be well assured, if you are such a person and your desire is to join us, you will be treated like one of us. You don't have to be afraid of your religious background, that you'll be discriminated against. Oh no, we welcome you, we enjoy your company, and in fact, we learn a lot from you. Okay, so feel free to send in your application, no matter what church you belong to. Please come and join us in theology.
Okay, thank you very much. So it's clear again, persons of all different religious persuasion, you can join the School of STAR. The STAR doesn't separate. You can join the School of STAR. There's another question here that I have in front of me, and somebody is inquiring, what can you tell us more about the master's program, and do you have any PhD program offering at this time?
I think I could answer that. Traditionally, we have a Master of Arts in Pastoral Theology, which continues all now. All our graduate programs take place during the summer. We have just introduced 2 brand new graduate programs. One is a Master of Arts in Biblical Theological Studies, which is an academic degree, all right, where you do classes only in the New Testament and Old Testament. So the emphasis is on biblical studies. That program just concluded for this summer, the first summer. We also have a new cohort with a doctorate in ministry. That is going on right now. 2 classes have been completed, and we have about almost 20 students on that program, and that we are offering a doctorate in ministry. That will take about 5 or 6 years during the summers. We don't yet have a PhD, but that would be in the pipeline for the future. But for a small school, we have 3 graduate programs, and that's a big, big accomplishment. So if you're interested, please talk to us, call me, and we get you on one of those graduate programs.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that's all the questions that were given to us. And I believe that the panelists would have answered all of them excellently. But before we go, I would like to hear something from Pastor Marshall. So Pastor Marshall, could you kindly just share something with the viewers before we wrap this section up? Can you just share something with the viewers out there? Pastor Marshall.
Okay, thank you very much, Pastor Drayson. We have in the School of Theology and Religion, we have different areas of the video would have mentioned it. We have different areas of emphasis. So we have the bachelor's degree in theology, pastoral ministry emphasis. We have the mission emphasis. We have the youth emphasis. Those are the 3 emphases. And then there's also the bachelor's degree in religion, as well as you could have the minor. We have minor in religion, minor in biblical languages, minor in health. Those are the emphases we have and the minors that we have. Now, let me just share this here quickly. Everybody doesn't do all of the same classes. The general core classes, everybody does. But those who, for example, if you're doing a emphasis in youth, there'll be some classes you will do that the one who has an emphasis in pastoral ministry would not do. And if you're doing an emphasis in mission, there would be some classes you would do that youth and pastoral ministry folk would not do. So each emphasis has different classes that are geared towards training you in a particular direction. So if you are not sure which area you are interested in going, what we generally suggest, if you're uncertain, then you can start off with the pastoral ministry emphasis. You know, if you're somewhat uncertain, or if you're the kind of person who thinks to yourself, you would like to be a missionary. I want to go in the mission land and go to Guyana and share the gospel in the Rupununi, right? I hope I pronounced that properly. then you do your mission emphasis. Or if you're excited about working with young people, right? And about helping young people along the way as they struggle with the so many vicissitudes of life, then you want to go in the direction of youth ministry emphasis. And of course, if you see yourself as the church pastor, then that too. Pastoral ministry emphasis. Religion, the religion degree is for those who see themselves as being a Bible instructor, or if you want to teach Bible at a school, things of that nature, then you would want to do the religion degree, right? So we have something here for everybody. And we are actually working on other things for other bodies who may be interested in something else. And we are sure that when you come here, not only you're going to get good quality Christian education, but you're going to leave a better person than you were when you came. All right? You will not leave the same. You will be, by God's grace, a better person than when you came. So come. I am going to pretend to be an evangelist now and say, come now. Don't wait. Come now. Come now. Come now. The space is available for you. You know, there's room and admissions for you. Come now. Don't delay. Come now. Thank you very much. Back to Pastor Dreesen.
Well, thank you very much, Pastor Cyril Marshall. Now, the clarion call was made. It was given. And so everyone who is in the hearing of our voices, those persons on YouTube or on Facebook, those persons who have already made up their minds to be here, we thank you. Those who are still thinking about it, we welcome you. And those who are still having those dreams, we are telling you, follow those dreams. Sign up today and be a part of School of Theology and Religion, the STAR, the school that promises to give you what you desire, what you need in order for you to be a well-grounded individual. And also remember the core values of USC. USC believes in intellectual curiosity. We also hold high moral integrity, cultural diversity, and of course, spiritual nurture. This is the place to be, and so we are encouraging you. Pastor Marshall did it beautifully. Come, let us reason together. You know, in my translation and my interpretation, based on what I am doing now, I will say, come, sign up today. Though the days are yet to pass, let them not pass you by. Come and sign up today. I know we have a few days before registration closes, but nothing beats doing it now. You know, when you do things now, it actually prevents you from rethinking and rethinking, because in the element of rethinking, the enemy might want to change your mind. So I'm encouraging you, sign up today and be a part of this beautiful school, School of Theology and Religion. We await on your application. May the Lord bless.